Shut down, getting elimination on King Cole. And it's getting down. Shut down. On the road. Shutdown getting it down on two.
Down in Renaissance. Well, the trade Cole is red. Moving in, getting elimination. Shutdown also suffering.
No, actually, Wolf is actually having a stroke. Um, I am. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we got one ammo bag. I think
You want to put the ammo bag in front of the
I'm so confused.
the damn guy.
Let's just go to the game. just go.
And I'll put
Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I am the Wolf Craze, and joining me is what seems to be a common face nowadays, Timber. What's going on, dude? How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself, man? Enjoying my evening so far?
Yeah. So far, so good. I was just watching the Gamecast. Anyone who's familiar with them, they always talk about PSVR, and they were reporting to us their experience with Squadrons. And if anyone cares about that, that's coming out tonight, tomorrow. If you pre-ordered it, you get it early. It's already out in Australia. They got themselves that, and it sounds like it's going to be an amazing game. So if there are going to be any leagues around that, we'll probably be all over it, man.
Yeah, definitely got the pre-order earlier, so it's downloaded and ready to go for tonight. So I'll have to check it out probably about 11 o'clock my time. Looking forward to that. See what happens.
Yeah, definitely let us know what you think about it. I know a few of our teammates have already talked about getting into it. So is it a title that you were really interested in possibly getting, or did someone just tell you to get it, or what happened with that?
Raptor told me to get it, so I got it. So just waiting to play it now.
That's great. Well, if anyone in chat is planning on getting Squadrons, let us know. I'm interested to see how many of you are actually going to be up in that game. It looks like it's a lot of fun, and I'm super excited to try it out myself. Thank you so much for the follow there, TG. Also, thank you for the bit earlier, Raptor. I know you had to dig real deep in your pocket to find that penny, but appreciate it, dude. But yeah, tonight we have Top Gun going up against Razzle Dazzle Tampazzle. Why don't we talk a little bit about these teams and how they've been doing this season?
So far, looks like Razzle Dazzle's waiting to get their first win. It looks like both teams are pretty even though as far as points go. Although Razzle Dazzle's in 11th place, Top Gun's in 14th place. It doesn't matter. Both teams have 15 points. Looks like both teams have played the Mandalorians. Razzle lost 3-9, and Top Gun lost 4-8. So pretty even there. Same thing goes with Click Clack. Looks like Razzle Dazzle lost 5-7. Top Gun lost 3-9. So another even one there. 3-9 loss for Top Gun with Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle lost 3-9 to Gentleman's Assassins Guild and lost 5-7 to the main NWG team. Also, Top Gun lost 1-11 to the Ninjas with Guns main team. And first game, they actually are the only team with a win so far, 7-5 win against TDD. So dead even teams as far as this is concerned. So I expect to see some long-lasting good shootouts is probably what I'm going to see tonight.
Yeah, for sure. With how even those scores are, I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite surprised that Razzle Dazzle. You said they lost to Gentleman's Assassins Guild.
Yeah, they lost 3-9 against Gentleman's Assassins Guild.
I don't mean to sound cruel, but I am surprised by that, considering that the long history of Gentleman's Assassins Guild, starting back when they were known as the Power Rangers, has really been a heroic story on their part, because they started at the bottom, like straight bottom, and faced off against some of the best teams, and they won a couple of rounds, but they never really came out on top. And now they're here beating the likes of SRTA, Sturm, Chuckamus, all them. I mean, it's impressive. I'm proud of them. They've really earned their spot in these leagues, but that's surprising. But nonetheless, these two teams seem to be quite even, and I agree with you. Going to be awesome shootouts.
For sure, and going with that, you never know what kind of squad you're coming up against. I think you do have some full squad names going tonight.
Yeah, first over on Top Gun, we have Viper, Jester, Cloud, Vicious, Kulo, Dark, and Chico, the one man who decides to join every team. But you know what? He's going to keep moving around till he finds the right fit. Now, I don't know the exact roster that's playing, but that is the entire team. I suspect it's going to be Viper, Cloud, and Vicious. The fourth member, I'm not entirely sure about. I believe it will be Jester, but I haven't seen him playing in a little bit. I know he's been quite busy with work, so we'll see if he gets in tonight. I hope we see him. So if not Jester, probably one of the others, most likely Chico or Kulo. And over on Razzle Dazzle, who are an impressive team to watch. We have SRT 8 Ace. We have Seemed a Good Idea, Therm 72, Chuckamus Prime, Resler, Rad Bingham, Sniping U207, Don X, and Where's Walzer. Now, from what you told me earlier, it's going to be the top four: SRT 8 Ace, Seemed a Good Idea, Therm, and Chuckamus Prime.
I do believe Red had some prior obligations, so he couldn't make the cut, and it's going to be the top four on Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah, for sure going to be a great match. Guys, if you are wondering who AH Commentary is in chat, that is me. I did set up a poll, so if you guys want to cast your vote on who you think is going to win, go ahead and do so down below. I'll be keeping an eye on that. But I always ask this question because it's important to me, and I think it's important for everyone to think about. What maps do you think we're going to see?
I think it's going to be pretty much the basic same map. I think it's going to be Office, District. I'd like to see Bunker in there. That's always a fun one to watch. I think a lot of teams have been also going with Black Site, which has been surprising to some, but now people are kind of mastering that map. So District, I mean, Containment, of course, is going to be probably a big map, and it's just going to be a matter of controlling the distance for both teams, just kind of seeing how far a team can get in before starting to go at it. Unlike public play, this isn't just a balls to the wall shootout. It's generally more strategic. It's generally more throw your defensive mechanisms out there. Let's see what you can get through, and then we're going to get you from there.
Yeah, I agree. Containment is going to be a dominant map in pretty much just about any one of the league matches. I think we're going to see it once. There's a potential to see it twice, unless it's in the rules. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't read through all the NAFWL rules, so it might be in there that you can only play once, but I doubt it considering that you have 12 rounds to actually play. So we might see it twice even because people really play it for the defensive positions on that map, or at least in my opinion, that's what I see.
Yeah, I don't think there's a restriction on maps that could be played tonight. So just checking out some people in the chat tonight. Just want to give some shout outs while they're bolting in here. Of course, Karen. Art Pop, how you doing? Thank you for the compliment on the tie. Got a little shade of purple going on here tonight. Eddie the Head. Got Karen, of course. Who's this The Apocalypse guy? I don't know who that is, but figured that out. Of course, Rapatore. Cinderella. Nice to see you. Skulls, of course. Rad. What's up, buddy? See, you've got Minerva. Got Nicka What. Got some good people in these chats tonight.
Hell yeah. And look at Vaughn with his little emote there. That's awesome, guys. If you want to check out that emote, be sure to go over to his stream. Be sure to subscribe, and you get access to that awesome pot leaf. I'm guessing that's the American flag. Titch made it, I think, right? I could be wrong. Correct me on that. Sarcastic is also in here. There's always a party, dude. There's always a party. This place is a party.
Of course, we can't forget Titch. Titch is out there too.
He is. He showed up.
Yes, he did.
But he woke up.
Very good. I heard there's another new emote.
There is.
That is something to do with your shirt. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what that was.
Yeah. It's a little bit of Raise, baby. Raise. I am wearing the promotional shirt that they did provide to me in the package. I'm not going to lie. I'm enjoying their stuff, man. Like, yes, we do get, some sponsorship from them, and we do have to plug them. You could see them on the screen. They're in the chat box and the score box right above us. But I also wouldn't talk so much about a product that I didn't actually like. You could probably see it. Hopefully I moved in the right direction. I actually have all my cans that I already had thus far. I'm missing one. sitting up behind me for promotional purposes, but they're also really delicious. I also decided to go out of my way and get BCAAs. Of course, that's getting cut out by my green screen, but the flavor is sour apple kiwi. Now, I've had a lot of BCAAs. In other words, people who don't know what that is, branched chain amino acids, the main building block of muscle. I've started working out again, and I need a good recovery thing, and I figured I'd give it a shot. Let me tell you, I've been drinking this all day. This shit's good. I am really enjoying it. I do want to try out their protein powders too. I'll probably get around to that when I finish the jug that I currently have. And tonight I'm going to try their hyper sleep supplement. I have been struggling a little bit with insomnia, so hopefully this can get me to sleep right after the stream tonight. But if you guys are interested in checking out the energy drinks or the exercise supplements, go to the link that's in the panels below and be sure at checkout to use our promo code AHC for 15% off. It can save you a bunch of money and get you some cool stuff. So,
and a damn cool email to see that getting thrown out there too. And I think it hopefully will soon be available in Canada, so Cinderella could stop yelling at us about that.
I told her I'm gonna get it to her before they actually start sending it over to Canada. I am talking with the CEO about potential international stuff, since I have told them about what we do and how there's people all across the world who watch. So they're definitely looking into it. They just need to find the right vendor to actually ship it out to people.
Absolutely. So we've not seen a stream go live yet, so we're still awaiting that. So in the meantime, Wolf will sing a song. We're going to do kind of a karaoke thing tonight, and
on the spot. What do I say?
I'm going to do a beatbox with his song, and we'll go from there. None of that's going to happen. So. Yeah.
No, that would be beyond a dumpster fire, of which there would be no return. But I want to speak to your outfit as well. You get a lot of compliments on it, and honestly, it's because you're joining a ragtag group, and you make us look better.
Oh, good. That's
Yeah.
the goal.
Yeah, you definitely come in with style, and we appreciate it, and obviously the viewers appreciate it. But it led me to think about and want to share that we now have a new merchandise store. The other one still exists. If there are items in there that people want, I'll definitely make sure to send people a link. But I updated the panel below to send you to that new site. It's Teespring. We have a lot of cool stuff up there. I bought myself a few things, which include the face masks, with COVID and everything. We have logoed face masks. We also have new shirts up there. Titch made fun of me about this, but I have 2 dogs. So I got 2 doggy shirts as well that are up there. Some phone cases, if you guys are interested, with a whole variety of iPhone and Samsung models. There's a long sleeve t-shirt. There's also a sweatshirt. There's a whole bunch of stuff up there. If you guys want to check it out, I'd appreciate it.
And hopefully that doggy shirt fits on a cat too, because I know there's a lot of cat people out there too. I play with a bunch of them, so.
I can only imagine. Yep. And they got a little hood too. I don't know if they have holes in the hood for the ears, but if they do, man.
That'll keep the ears dry either way it goes. So still waiting on these streams here. So just be patient with us. Don't bail. We're trying to figure things out with what's going on here. I just messaged Razzle Dazzle, see what's going on with them. So hopefully they're just kind of figuring out. Oh, it looks like Razzle Dazzle is live right now.
Titch, there's nothing wrong with doggy hoodies, my dude.
What is going on? It looks like Razzle Dazzle is going right now, and Top Gun is going right now too. So take a look at Razzle Dazzle's. Hang on one second. I'm sorry, folks. We're just trying to figure things out here, but it looks like stuff's already going on. Yeah, it's on.
I don't even see him live. Okay, now he's live there.
Now he's live. Yeah, that was kind of a lag on that. So it looks like the first contract. It looks like Razzle Dazzle's won the first game. Don't quote me on that. We're still trying to figure things out. I'm sorry about that. I think
I have all my notifications. YouTube has been a real pain in the ass lately. Every time I have the notification bell for all, and I haven't gotten any notifications for these guys.
So
not once.
I'm still not seeing. Well, I've had them up so far, and all of a sudden one of them popped up as live. So I've not seen Top Gun's stream go live, but I have seen Razzle Dazzle, and I believe Razzle Dazzle won the first game. Obviously, we're sorry about that. We want to figure things out. Looks like Chuck and SRT8 Ace both got 2 kills apiece on that map.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to figure things out here ourselves, so we'll see what develops. Looks like Top Gun. Let me check one thing real quick, because I think Top Gun had a different stream.
Yeah, if they have a different one, that's the one that was in the Discord.
Yeah.
We're doing the order that we planned on.
So if they have a different one, they need to let
Yeah, I'm good.
Cherith know.
Yeah, I think I saw something in the Discord that Maverick replied to me about. Hang on one second.
Show up anymore.
I'm sorry. It's been
Oh, we got Kulo and Dark tonight. Oh, we're on Top Gun.
I just want to say.
Wait, hold on. Hold your titties. Hold your titties.
Well, we at least got one perspective right now. We're working on the other one, and we're going to confirm the score for
We're
you
gonna
guys.
get it. We're gonna get it.
Yes.
TG's ready, I think. No one said anything else.
Yep, TG's ready.
You guys ready? Yep, Therm.
Well, thank you, Nick, for letting us know. I appreciate that. No undies yet, Skulls. I'll work on it. I'll make sure Titch's face is on the front.
My boy right there.
But we are getting back into it, and it looks like we were on Office to start. I think. Maybe I came in late. I was focused too much on
No,
some
we
other-
were actually on a not an office. We were on
Hotel?
shit. I'm trying to think of the name of the map. With the plane, the down plane in the middle. Oh,
Oh, Gauntlet. We are on Office.
it was on Gauntlet. Okay.
Say,
I'm sorry, I saw a match on Gauntlet.
I'm going, Chuck.
alright.
Oh, shit. Do it. Do what you want to do.
No,
It's
no.
too late. We're going to be late. It's going to be dangerous.
I'm right behind you. I ain't late.
Okay.
My middle name
Yes,
is
it looked like
Residents won the last
Razzle
match.
They won the last one, yeah. So we know it's at least, yeah. So we know it's at least 1-0. But right now,
They just said,
Hey Paco, is there any way for you to reach out to Top Gun?
hold on, let me fuck with them real quick.
They sent me a bot 420 link early.
Main stairs?
We already had a link.
Razzle
Sorry.
Dazzle pushing underneath the lobby stairs, around to the back part of the office, going up the back stairs, trying to get a flank here on Top Gun a little bit.
Go.
At least get closer to the laptop, get a different perspective.
I call them yellow because of this yellow.
So we got 2 and 2 separated. One's on the far side, the other's on the opposite side, going toward the cafeteria behind the kitchen.
Let them get some angles. I think they're in the back hall, but I.
2-0, okay.
2-0.
Covering the rooms. Looks like they're covering the rooms. All right. So we see the laptops at
I see middle.
both rooms.
And
covered
thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Raptor, by the way. Appreciate that,
Door
dude.
blocker, right door.
Thanks, Paco.
I want to clear out the right room if we
Have y'all
can.
seen down this hallway to my left?
No, but I'm gonna.
Still dancing around the lobby, not finding any member of Top Gun, who are probably tucked away in the back. Seemed a good idea. Downing and eliminating Vicious, making it a 4v3.
Back there.
I know I had to run.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay, double shoot with me. I'll take the bullets first.
Where are they at, guys?
We got two in this back hallway by the elevator room. We got one of them, but there was confirmed visual on the second.
Is he to the
Did you hear the score,
I'll
Paco?
do it.
To the right.
No,
I chased
2-0.
him with a grenade, so God knows where he
Thurm downing Kulo, getting the elimination. That's now 2 members of Top Gun down
He's in the room.
as Razzle Dazzle attempts to breach this room.
I got it. I tagged him.
Double shoot with me, double shoot.
I'm taking crouch then.
Fine with that. Well, they got one move to the right, watch your titties right, watch your titties right.
I'm going in, Ace. Ready?
Thurm going in, getting 2 more eliminations.
That's it.
I got one down.
Well,
No, it's
yeah,
1 minute.
That's
one minute
time.
left. You got him, sir.
Razzle Dazzle losing only 1 member.
Oh,
Fuck shit up.
apparently.
It is blocked. No C4.
Razzle Dazzle feeling strong. I did pick Razzle Dazzle earlier tonight, 8-4, so we'll see what develops with that.
Jammers down.
Still trying to find Top Gun stream. We really, really want that, so we'll work on that.
So far, they're on their way with a score of 3-0. Razzle Dazzle getting that victory on Office. We got one more round here on Office. I'm assuming. So you said that you saw them coming from Black's, or not Black Site, Gauntlet.
They were coming from Gauntlet, and Razzle Dazzle won on that one at the very end of it, is where we picked up on it. So I am currently going to message Chuck to see if he could hold.
Yeah, if anyone knows where Top Gun is playing, whether it is on Twitch or YouTube, that'd be great. I am following just about every, well, I thought I was following every Top Gun member. I have not gotten any notifications, unfortunately. But all is good. At least we have one perspective. That's worth it.
Hang on, I'm not ready.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Oh shit. Hey, hold on a second. I was getting messages from them.
I'm just double checking Twitch to see if any Top Gun member is playing. I don't see anyone on Twitch. So there's a strong assumption we might only have one perspective.
Well, hang on one second. I'm asking for them to ask for Top Gun stream in the chat.
I'm recording.
I'll be right back then.
Sam,
Or like, can
No, AHC is covering.
sounds like they're talking about it right now.
Yep.
I'm recording.
Dark is recording? Okay, get us a link there, Dark.
Send me the link to yours.
No, I'm not.
I asked them to ask them.
Recording.
Recording. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's editing. He's not actually streaming. What am I I don't know. What are you distributing? That's a good question.
So is anyone setting up a streamer?
They don't. I guess they don't have to stream. I mean, does it help our stream? Sure, but.
Is Timber one of the HC guys? I don't know who Timber is.
Yes, I've replaced Twit. I've replaced Twitch.
Okay.
So Titch, you say that Top Gun is an overrated team, huh?
Well, I assume he was because he asked for a Top Gun stream, so he said let's hold on for theirs.
Timber, if you can hear me, I like your
See,
suit.
everybody likes your suit, dude.
Hobot,
I really like your new
Hobot
hairdo.
420
Bobot
sounds like the
420.
stream.
Boba.
Hobot 420.
Yeah, B-O-B-O-T 420.
Oh.
Like robot, but Bobot.
Who's the other one with him? Is it
Either
Wolf?
Hobot or Bobot.
That's
Okay.
YouTube?
If it's Wolf, you need a suit.
Dude, I don't look
You
cute in
look
a
cute
suit. So don't worry about it. I won't be wearing a suit. I think someone else in chat had said that I should wear a tie. Let me tell you something. Ties make me incredibly uncomfortable. It makes me feel like I'm being choked by a small person.
Alright, Tampazzle,
Never
let's
once have I
look at
enjoyed
the
wearing a
weekend.
tie.
Should I
Clip
bring
on, maybe.
that? Or that?
Say what you please.
I don't know, Timber, you got it?
Let me see. What are you doing?
That?
Oh, yes.
Or that?
The other
Sorry
one.
for the delay, guys. We're just trying to get you two perspectives here. What's up, Killer?
Hobot 420, and I'm not getting it.
You can be like twins.
Well, then Ace needs that zebra.
Very good to see you, Killer. We've missed you, dude. Let's see. Oh,
Otherwise, it
Bot.
might be confusing, you know. With
Oh, and
Firewall.
Chuck,
Oh man, check Twitch. Check Twitch.
swap to the
Twitch?
red one.
Yeah,
uh,
it might be Hobot 420 on Twitch.
Your camo, dude.
There you
Oh,
go. Perfect.
bot.
You bringing that with me?
Oh,
and
yeah.
No underscores or anything
We can set it up like that.
that we're aware of?
I just went straight into it. Nope, that's
Razzle Dazzle.
sorry.
And then stop the
Try
bleeding with the
Bobot.
Tampazzle.
420 with
Ace,
the B.
Ace,
Yeah.
Ace, do you want me to do this?
There we go. Bobot 420. B-O-B
I don't
420
know.
on Twitch.
Ace, do you want me to do this, or in the off chance this?
Hey, we got him. Okay. I'm going to put this link in our chat so everybody knows. This is where we are watching, guys. That is for Top Gun, and this is for Razzle Dazzle. So if you guys want to go send them a follow if you like their content,
He said he's good.
or just as a means to support, just remember we can't do this without the players, and we can't do this without their streams. So we got to show love where we can, make sure that we can come back and continue to provide this content. Sorry, it's been a little bit slow, but it looks like we got both perspectives up now, or will momentarily as Paco gets out of range. And all right,
We'll
this is
get it.
good.
Much better, much better, much better. I'm liking it better now. We want both for this.
I think
Is
I'm
there gonna,
actually
you think
gonna.
there's gonna be a delay, Wolf? Is there a delay generally with Twitch and YouTube going at the same
There is
time?
a slight difference, yes.
Okay. So if y'all see a delay here, it's not us. It's just the two platforms just kind of not speaking to each other as clearly as we'd like them to. Looks like Top Gun's loading up on the back top floor near the elevator room, not at the elevator room. And I'm still waiting to see where Razzle Dazzle loads into with the laptop on defense. And they're downstairs by the ping pong table. So this is always a good match. See some firefights, and hopefully this goes the whole distance. It won't be a quick defeat.
Ping pong table, never really a preferred spot, but people have found a proper defense for it. So we'll see how well Razzle Dazzle holds it here.
Yeah, a lot of times people go up to that room. I think in tournament play, people aren't taking that chance. They're staying downstairs, and they're just gonna go to the right of it and hold for the best, like they're doing. They're guarding that back stairwell and just focusing straight ahead of them, hoping nobody's running ninja.
Alright. Don't stand in.
Considering how slow Top Gun was out of the gate, they could have spent the time to go upstairs and set up their defense in the offices.
Yeah.
Because it took them a while to get to that lobby.
It did. You never know what you're going to get, though. You know, box of chocolates and all, but Murray's still bouncing around upstairs. Looks like one's on the main staircase, and the other three are upstairs just kind of feeling out where they're at. And
Chuck, if I tell you to run that way for cover. If I see grenade, like there. If I see, yeah, if I see grenades.
Call outs. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'm surprised that Top Gun isn't being more aggressive. When they play, they are typically more aggressive than this. I wonder if they've switched up their strategy over time.
Absolutely. I think they are, and they see the double shooting that's waiting for them on defense, so they're not really rushing into that. So going for the zigzag wall, though. Top Gun's in the zigzag and just kind of feeling things out at that point. Creeping that corner is key for sure. Yep.
One's in far S's, you guys.
Very good shots. Vicious downing Chuck miss.
And it looks like Therm has revived Chuck, so he's back in the game, back in the gameplay.
One's right above the stairs. Two above the stairs, Chuck.
They're getting close. They're getting very close.
Two above the stairs, one far S.
Good defensive holds here. Chuck washing the stairs. Therm down towards underneath the lobby stairs with their teammates watching the base of the lobby stairs. We'll see if Top Gun can breach.
Oh, yeah,
Zigzag is key right here. Looks like let's see. Kulo's going near the laptop. I don't know if he's going to try to hack it, but he realizes that there is a jammer. I don't know if there's a jammer or not. He's checking things out.
Well, they definitely got the first objective, so at this point, if it's jammed, they got to find that jammer and flip this around, put them on defense.
Yeah, got some action on the back corner, the back of the zigzag wall. A little bit of action going on there.
Just trying to peek around the corner with little success, putting down an ammo box. Dark going down.
Down dark, yep. Both teams making changes on the move. Everybody's kind of rotating a little bit toward the back.
They got the hack started.
Hack started. Ace looks like he eliminated. Who did Ace eliminate? Eliminated one of the top guns.
Looks like Viper.
Creeping right up. Yep, it was Viper. Chuck got DJ Dark for sure, and Chuck got Kulo as well.
Top Gun with a valiant effort.
Still got people up top, which is huge.
It's alright.
Unfortunately, the hack was terminated. Razzle Dazzle getting another victory, pushing them further ahead, making the score now 4-0.
Yeah, that's
down.
You get the upper level on the laptop, and everybody focuses on that little area right then and there, and they don't blossom out into the upper areas. What could happen to them? So, kind of good to see. Craziness.
Yeah, that's a difficult for a team that knows how to hold that defensive position well. That is an optimal position to be in. Now, to bypass that, you have to maneuver to try to get to the laptop and set up a defense from there. Truly, that's really the only way to get that, because what what Razzle Dazzle did by retreating back up to those side stairs and taking the second story position, they have the advantage.
Right. And it's a tough defense on the back. You feel secure back there, but you're still vulnerable to that ping pong table, because once that jammer's gone and you start lighting things up, they're watching the stairs, they're watching the main stairs, they're watching the zigzag, but that could be very much shaken up a little bit by a strong rush.
And we got 100 bits by Skulls. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that.
Was that one at a time? It was absolutely
Yes,
one at a time. Right out with you, Skulls. Appreciate that.
Granted, if he is on a PC, he could copy and paste rather quick, but no, really.
Shout out to
appreciate it.
Minerva. Nice of you to join us tonight. All right, so now we're good. We're back. We got both streams. A little bit of delay on the stream, so we'll deal with that. But nice to see all you out here. If you have any comments, questions, or anything along those lines, just throw them out there. We're glad to hear from you. Glad to support the community.
For sure, 100%. We love having everybody in here chatting it up, just enjoying some Firewall. First Contact made a fantastic. I don't know. Would you consider this a military sim or just a tactical shooter? Whatever.
Sim.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little bit slower paced, more strategic. People like enjoying that. It's not as fast paced as their new game, which is Solaris. I've been playing a lot of that. Not nearly as high level as some people who don't have a job right now. So I'm a little bit behind, but I'm in the 20s and I'm doing pretty darn good. I'm really enjoying it. It's a fast-paced arena shooter for those who don't know what Solaris is. And it will be coming to PC or PSVR speculatively Q1 of 2021. So be on the lookout for that.
All right. So as soon as this garbage year is over, I could play a good game. Fantastic.
Hell yeah, dude. And if anyone's interested in more Firewall content, it will be coming. I don't have details, and unfortunately, they have to remain tight-lipped about it because, of course, Sony has the leash on that. But be on the lookout tomorrow or maybe even next Friday, or hell, maybe both Fridays. Supposedly, there's going to be some dev streams coming our way, possibly showcasing a new map.
I've kind of heard the same thing, and people have been peeping about a new map, and I've heard some pretty strong comments from some pretty strong people about playing around with the new map. So you can only say so much, but it looks like something's out there in development. So this game has not been forgotten about. No matter what anybody cries about, this game is still here. It's still going strong.
Titch, we're not going to talk about last night's Rocket League. We're going to leave that alone. And Hank, how you doing, dude? Thank you for joining, man.
Hank Apata, man. What's up, buddy?
Thank you, Karen. They were a bit bullyish, weren't they?
Oh, we're attacking. We're attacking. Never mind.
Okay, bringing a door blocker to the attack. No?
like using it on this particular bunker.
This is pretty much every plug match when you start bullshitting in between the games, and all of a sudden it starts up again. You're like, we're attacking. I got C4 and a door blocker. What are we going to do? You're just going to die.
Yeah, right. Sarcastic, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate it, my man. Raptor, thank you for the bits.
Hank Apata is probably his most poignant comment tonight. Much appreciated, buddy.
All right.
Don't tell Titch that.
It's all right. Titch doesn't know how to read, so.
No, go.
Don't write it in Canadian. That's good.
Don't write it. Still don't put A at the end. He'll never recognize it.
Look at Killer Cam. Just gifting subs like crazy. Much appreciated. I don't want to comment too on the chat. We're in the middle of a game. Looks like the hold is on, so they're guarding that drop down. They want him to drop down, so the door block and cover the other side. Searching out.
Razzle Dazzle still hanging out at the shooting range, not finding Top Gun.
Flank. I've seen a lot of flanks lately, especially today. I saw people just absolutely flank us on this map. I think that's the new way to go on this map in public. So people aren't hanging back and blocking that out. They're blocking it, pretending that they're there, and getting out and flanking. So.
Which isn't necessarily a bad tactic if you think about it. You barricade this room while you leave, and then if you all die, they've got a lot to deal with.
I will say that it was successful against us today, so it definitely works. I don't think people are pushing it that much in tournament play, though. So they're now approaching where the laptop actually is, it looks like.
It looks like one member of Top Gun is actually far away from the actual laptop location.
I'm gonna place a sensor.
No, I lost track of the laptop. Is it still in that? Is it still in that underground area, or is it upstairs?
I believe so. If not, they're defending at least down below.
Okay, so we got some grenades going out.
Yeah, it is down below with them.
Okay, okay. Got some motion being out. Oh, some quick shots by Razzle for sure. Oh, Therm downs. It was a Top Gun player. I couldn't see who it was. Oh, I think it was
Vicious. Vicious was downed and eliminated.
Viper is down by SRT8 and eliminated.
Kulo.
They're down there. Oh,
Coming up from behind. Getting multiple eliminations.
idea.
Chuck missed reviving. Seemed a good idea.
Somebody's out there on the flank though, it looks like.
Yeah, Dark was hanging back.
Yeah, yeah. He's going through the firing range. I'm trying to figure out which freaking stream is happening first. Dark is out there for sure.
He's making his way back and hopes to surprise attack here. We'll see if he can capitalize on
this. Eliminated by Kulo.
He's coming down the same door, man same.
2 members left.
Yeah, waiting for him to come in the doors now. Cameras are rolling. They're flipping through.
Therm's got that door seamed, so watch your back.
Hack is still live. We'll see if Razzle Dazzle can pull this one off.
Therm is watching the door tight, so.
Or if Dark can win this for his team.
Therm, watch your back door.
It don't matter.
There it is. Razzle Dazzle getting the victory. On Prepper making the score now 5-0. Top Gun falling far behind here.
So thank you again, Killer Cam, for all those gifted subs. I'm sorry, Wolf. I think you were just about to say the same thing.
I was. You're on point, man. You keep going.
All right. And it looks like Skulls and Raptor are in a little bit of a battle on bits. So I'm not quite sure who's winning yet, but I think it's pretty much a tie. Skulls is telling Raptor he broke open the piggy bank. So I think Skulls was spending his child's college education last week. So let's see what develops.
Okay. All right. Well, that explains a lot then, if he has no money for school.
Looks like Killer Cam's jumping into this. And Hank, too, thank you so much for the bits.
Really appreciate it.
Battle going on. I don't want to, pull one side or the other, but I don't know. It's a tight race. Tight race to the finish.
Killer Cam celebrating with his emotes. I can't wait to see that guy play again, man. It's been a long time since I've seen him play.
It has. But he's still here with us, so he's still involved in the game and appreciating it. So that's always great to see. And it looks like Razzle Dazzle's ahead 5-0 against Top Gun.
What does Top Gun need to do? I mean, they're behind 5. Obviously, momentum is not in their corner, and luck is not on their side. Is there something that they're doing wrong, or are they just getting outgunned?
I think they're getting outgunned for a majority of it. I don't think that they're really exposing any weakness on Razzle, which is not controlling distance, which is, especially on defense, keeping them further away from you instead of bringing them closer to you. So if you're putting mines and C4 and all the craziness and all the jammer and the motion sensor, that's all great. But if you're bringing it that close to you, once they bypass that, you're in some trouble because they're that close to you. I think they need to control a little more distance and keep them a little further away, maybe get some double time on the people that are putting out those traps so they can get further into the map with those traps, which is going to slow down Razzle Dazzle and make him kind of approach more cautiously, thinking, hey, they put this shit out here. Somebody could be nearby. Let's go a little more cautiously. I think that momentum slowing down of their in-game momentum is probably going to give them a better shot at going after things.
And, that's a good point you make about putting equipment out further into the map, further away from the laptop, especially in that map where Dark was so far away from his team, seemingly out of position. If proximity mines or even C4s were exploding away from the laptop, slowing Razzle Dazzle down, that could have given Dark the opportunity to come back from behind and get a successful flank there. But unfortunately, they didn't capitalize on that, and Dark just kind of ran around at the end, not able to capitalize on his positioning.
I agree. It was a good strategy to get that flank. I'm all in favor of flank, but a little bit too late on that. He had to go through too much trouble to really get in there and do any damage, and they're already hacking. They're already established, so the turns were tabled at that point, as they say. They were protecting the laptop.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We do have ace emotes, so if we get an ace, which I don't think we actually have had one yet, I definitely want to see those up, especially with all those gifted subs. Appreciate that again, Killer, as always. Topping the gifted sub pyramid there. Now that you have access to those, if we see an ace, let's throw them in chat. But here we are, back on Prepper Top Gun, moving out and away, and it seems like we're going to have a bit of a rematch with the laptop in a relatively similar location.
Yep. And I think it appears that Razzle Dazzle is not trying anything. They're playing relatively conservative. They're staying in their zone. Looks like they're exiting a little bit, but probably just put out some traps. Yeah, they're just putting out some traps, just kind of bringing them in. So nobody's doing anything crazy. They're just there waiting.
Top Gun, on the other hand,
they want to come through that open door. They want that door open.
Top Gun already on the laptop position.
One down. Vicious is down and gone. He just rushed through the open door.
Never wise to do that. Unfortunately, suffer at the hands that seemed a good idea.
Top Gun seems very separated as well. They're not rushing as a group. They're almost rushing independently, and that's not going to fare well in a game like this.
No, and if you need someone on cams, you might as well run with Eagle Eye early on, get an idea. That would actually benefit them at this point. They're really not paying attention to the position on the laptop or the positioning of Razzle Dazzle. And like you said, moving in one against four, getting a quick elimination, already giving them less of an advantage with one man down. It might as well take advantage of those skills that are afforded to you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And they come in as a group, but it seems like once they get to their destination, they separate, and they need double shooting. They need double impacts or grenades or whatever they're going to throw at them, because one at a time isn't really going to cut it against, especially against a squad like this that's just prepared for it. So you see Viper's standing at the top, and his other squad mates have kind of gone off to this side. Now, there may be a strategy to that. I'm not like talking out of my ass on that, but yeah, they're coming down the back stairs.
Dark is revived by Kulo. Again, trying to come down these stairs. They don't have frag grenades, so they don't have the means of bouncing grenades off the wall.
Burnt downs Captain Kulo. Chuck gets Viper. Darker by 5's Kulo. Chuck finishes off Viper.
Kulo revived again.
Sorry if I'm calling it early on the Razzle side, but I'm seeing the Top Gun side first.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, so we got two left. Two left on Top Gun. I don't believe anybody's down in Razzle, are they? Have you seen anybody go down in Razzle?
I have not seen anyone go down yet. There was maybe one down with a revive, but all members still alive. It's a 4v2. Razzle with a huge advantage here, not only in terms of positioning, but numbers as well.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, let's see what happens here. This is absolutely one of the toughest breaches in the game, but they are sticking together, so that's going to be beneficial to them. Dark might be putting something upstairs. I don't know if it's a motion to make sure they're not getting their flank. I'm not sure if they have anything left at this point, though. It's been pretty much a long game. Got a minute and 35 seconds left on the timer, so let's see what develops. Karen, I'm not sure when Pro League's starting up again. I don't know if you guys have any more knowledge about that than I do. So they're posting up at the drop down. We'll flash, open for the flash. It's good breach, good breach. So Kulo runs in, down straight ace. Oh, he's downed himself.
We go Dark trying to go through the purple room, but he is down. Kulo putting in a lot of effort, but
he's
that's why I was trying to.
It was close. Go ahead. He was hoping for a shot and then a revive, but didn't.
You know, what a fight. If Dark didn't go through the purple room and followed Kulo, they might have had that. Because there were at least 2 eliminations on Razzle Dazzle's team. That was a very close one. Good effort on their part. Delaying the game just a little bit, causing a slight hesitation in Razzle Dazzle's performance. Anyone who has played Firewall knows the longer you sit, the harder it is to focus on the one spot that you're aiming at.
Yeah.
And you start getting, sucked into just going cross-eyed, or at least I do. So it's hard to be patient. It's very hard to wait for the team to move up. So I think Top Gun played it well there, whether intentional or not. It was a good opportunity, and unfortunately, they suffered. If they had planned ahead, maybe used that strategy earlier, they could have come out victorious there.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, I think sticking together for them right now is going to be key. Obviously, we all say that when we jump into games in public, and sometimes with randoms, they're screaming at you, "Let's stay together," but it does pay off, especially against a solid squad like this. So they're on point, covering every point of entry, every egress, every single thing. So they got a couple kills on that one, so good to see with Top Gun. So it came down to a 2-on-2, but I think they're going to need to kind of get it together and group up together and focus a little more on taking them out, instead of just kind of dropping in on that.
Yeah. Chuck Miss, thank you for the 1,000 bits, man, and congratulations so far in the match. Doing incredibly well with 6 victories thus far. Of course, if they get 7, which would be a best out of the 12, that's not necessarily a victory in the league, but I like to consider it an overall victory because you have definitely won the majority of the maps. So they're on their way. All they need is one more win, and they've got their clutch victory. And I really hope Top Gun figures something out. Again, to your points earlier, they're not really sticking together. It doesn't sound like they have great communication. It just sounds like they're going in, trying to get some kills, hoping for the best.
Yeah, I think definitely them sticking together, and I mean, I've played Top Gun a lot. I've been against them a lot, and I remember kind of halfway through this game itself, when I was playing this game, about a year ago, I remember we were about even, and then they took off and they started becoming so much of a better team. So a little discouraging right now. I'm sure they're feeling it right now, but not too late to get this together. We're going to play 12 games no matter what. Mm-hmm. So on a positive note, it's about the points. It's about the wins of the games, not about who wins against each other right now. But obviously, you want to win against the other
Mm-hmm.
team. So thank you to Bastard with the bits on that as well. And I think he's above Raptor and Skulls as far as throwing bits out there. So yeah, I'm just trying to calculate this thing. So absolutely, Nick, all rounds matter. So he's very right though, because there's been, both teams are tied right now. Before we came into tonight, both teams have 15 points in the league. It doesn't matter how many times they've beaten the other team in a 12-game match. It matters how many times they've won a game. So, and if one's 11 and one's 14, that means that there's 5 teams that are tied at the same score as well. So, still very tight.
But coming into this match, Top Gun seemingly had the most, well, at least the greatest opportunity, because they won a match, as opposed to Razzle Dazzle, who didn't win one. So overall, that is. So based on numbers, it looked as though Top Gun could come out on top, but they're really not showing up. And I'm wondering if that's because of the lineup tonight. If we go back to the roster and look at the team overall, I don't know if it's in hierarchical fashion on this team card, but you have Viper, Jester, Cloud, and Vicious. I usually see those guys playing together. But tonight we have Vicious, Kulo, Dark, and who was the last one? Cloud, was it? No, it wasn't Cloud. Was it Cloud?
We got Dark, Viper, Kulo. Oh,
Viper.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're
Vicious,
right. Viper.
I'm sorry. Vicious, Viper, Kulo, and Dark.
And I'm wondering,
Dark is a junior too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when he was talking, I was like, oh, he's a young one. Now, we did cover the junior Top Gun team, and holy crap, man, those kids can play some Firewall.
Absolutely. Yep.
Wow, They played really, really well. So I'm not surprised to see one of them on the, I don't want to say adult team, but we'll say the major leagues, right? I'm not surprised to see one of them there. But you could see a clear difference in performance. Again, Dark was the one sitting back on Prepper, sitting in waiting for the moment to go up and flank, and he wasn't able to capitalize. And I don't know if it was nerves because it was a 1v2 at the moment. or what. But usually we see Viper, Jester, Vicious, and Cloud playing, and I'm wondering if it's this roster or lineup change that has really impacted their performance.
I think it is. I think it definitely at least factors in. I think when you're playing with your normal squad, just pretend you're in public, for instance, and you're playing with your normal squad. If all 4 of you are out there, you got the confidence, you got the momentum, you start cranking on it. But if you're playing with 2 of you and then you're playing with 2 randoms and they're not really talking that much, or even if they are, they don't know your strategy, they don't know how you play, you can't bounce off of each other. So we'll see what develops. But I definitely think that the roster change definitely affects the team. I'm not saying it's affected to the point of a win or a loss, but I do think it affects kind of the mojo of the team.
Yeah, 100%. And I think Nick makes a very valid point. Razzle has a more experienced tourney lineup for tonight.
Yep.
And though that sounds like, okay, it's just playing a game in Firewall. When stakes are on the line, and especially when you know you're being broadcast, or at least from what I've been told, it's a different experience. It's a little bit more anxiety ridden, and people have a tendency to get stage fright. So maybe that's a factor.
It might be. But... And here we go into containment. New map, and it looks like we need to block Raptor because he's just saying bad things about me right now. So let's see what develops on this.
You go in timeout. So.
All right. So it looks like Top Gun
starting off in White Room.
That's probably the best hole of the game, I think.
And Therm running on Eagle Eye, checking out the defensive hold by Top Gun, who are sitting up in the showers with a couple of door blockers, I'm sure, with some explosive mines just around the corner.
Now, let's see what we got. We got the team that's split up again, too, with Top Gun. So it might be by design. I mean, it might be just trying to split up a little bit so they don't expect the flank. And it looks like they're trying to kind of stay off camera. And
which is wise.
As smart as it was for Razzle to take Eagle Eye, I'm thinking it might be a good idea for Top Gun to maybe try that too.
Yeah, they need better communication. They have to know where the enemy is, and they've been struggling with that. And right now, they're just outside the server room where Vicious is currently sitting in wait.
I think that's a good call. He's just watching him go by him. He's not getting obnoxious about it. He's watching it all happen.
He's slowly sneaking up. Here he goes.
He's waiting around the ball in front of him. Now he's throwing him off. That right? Okay, so he died. That sucks, but he threw him off. That's going to slow their roll a little bit.
That allowed Kulo to get into position at the top of the stairs, which is the direction they were moving.
They're not rushing up as hard as they would if they didn't just get some shots fired downstairs too. So that's what I was talking about earlier. When you do something like that, you push the distance out. Now the distance game is in effect. They know that there's people out there. They're not rushing as hard as they normally would be if they didn't encounter that.
A couple of grenades. Forcing seemed a good idea to run away. Running definitely seemed a good idea in that situation. Therm pushing up, clearing the hall here.
No one's on the far door.
Making some moves. They see some movement inside of the room.
I want to open this door. I got a shot on a guy.
Kulo hanging out behind the door.
They called they got a shot. I don't think they know that he's back there. Dark
Top Gun has
there.
no idea.
Up on that. Right there. I think Dark's got a good spot. I don't know if they're aware of Kulo.
Kulo waiting.
He could shut that door and block it, but he wants to be unknown. They're going to run right in front of him.
He's being so
there he
patient.
is, right there. Right there. He's got 2 of them. He's got 2 of them. He got 2 of them down.
There he goes. Kulo going at it, downing 2 members, closing the door.
Okay,
Just
look at that.
there.
Viper down, good idea, and chalk.
Can he get it? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Top Gun.
There we go.
Woo!
I think that was a good play. I mean, obviously it was a good freaking play, right? Armchair quarterback. Oh.
You know, that's where it worked in their favor. It seems as though they were trying to do that on Prepper, kind of, and it didn't work.
Right.
Here, perfect positioning and good patience. Camping is a skill.
Yeah, absolutely.
I I know people always say, "Oh, that freaking camper, they always camping B," right? But in situations like this where you are down by 6, you pull out all the stops, and maintaining that patience and waiting for 2 members of Razzle Dazzle to push in is what got them the win.
Yep. I think that was a good call. I think there was 2 campers actually. One of them was in the server room, and it slowed their roll big time. They were going to pump right up those back stairs. That's where they were. It was going to be kind of a shootout right there. And I think, no offense to Top Gun, that's the advantage on that. But having that guy in the freaking server room slowed them the hell down. They killed him. Okay, he lost. But they didn't rush up those stairs anywhere near as quickly as they did. And Kulo being behind that door, he didn't rush it. He didn't pop out and try to shoot him. He waited. He waited for the first guy to go. He didn't shoot him right away. He waited for the second guy to come in. Then he lit some shit up. That threw them completely off. So fantastic move by Top Gun. I think it might have been a little bit of desperation, but I think it freaking paid off. So that's a great move on that part. I'm happy to see that.
And there's a chance that it's going to have a lasting impact on the rest of these matches because now they won't know where to move or how fast to move through certain rooms, especially going back to containment now. They're going to be sitting on defense, of course, and they're going to be playing their game. But the next map, when they're back on attack, they're probably going to scour the area a little bit more carefully, check behind doors, because now they have no idea what to expect. Someone was sitting in server room far away and nearly eliminated a couple of them by catching them off guard. Now, granted, like you said, he got multi-fired by at least 3 people. He had no chance, but it completely changed the psychology of Razzle Dazzle.
Absolutely. And you talk about a camp, and some people are like, that's bullshit when you camp. It's like, you're on defense. What are you supposed to do? Go out there and wave your freaking hand and say, shoot me, I'm going to try to shoot you? A camp is a camp, just like a mine or a C4 or anything else. It's part of the game. If it wasn't legit, they wouldn't allow it. I think a camp's a good move on that part because it slows the momentum of the other team, which is what Top Gun's trying to do right now. And it definitely, obviously, affected Razzle Dazzle. So that's some good shit to see. I like to see that happen.
It's fun because you don't see it often. You see very standard defensive holds, and they switch it up there. It's nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. And also good to see a victory on Top Gun's side. I want this thing to be even. I think we all do. I think we want a battle. I think we want some freaking gunfights. I think we want the clock to almost run out on this shit. We don't want it to be a rollover. So hats off to Top Gun on that one. I think that they played a good game on that, and it really happened. So maybe you feel good about that. You don't want to get zipped out either.
I see Hank is not a fan of camping, but admits that it is a skill nonetheless.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's an easy way to get a kill, and to some extent, but when you're matched up against this competition, the camp plays more than just the one kill that you get. So say you camp behind a door, you camp behind anything else, and you get your one kill. Or in this case, they didn't. When he was in the server room, he didn't get a kill. There was an aftershock of that when they were going up them stairs. They did not rush up them stairs as quickly as they would have if there was not a camp at the bottom. It kind of threw the rules out the window, so to speak, and it made him think like, hey, somebody could be around this corner too, or this corner too. So I think there's some validity to a camp. For sure. As long as the whole team's not camping. Now, if you got a whole team of campers, I mean, come on. They didn't. They had half a team of campers. Half the way there. Yeah, you don't need to do. Hey, but you know what? 6-1. I'm doing a lot of things different. Heck yeah, dude, because what they've been doing hasn't been working. But here we are, back into containment. Top Gun starting off in the white room. I think we're going to see maybe a repeat? Yeah, we're in a repeat. They're upstairs in the glove room, so... boy, what luck, man. Yeah. But instead, it looks like Razzle Dazzle is going to take the server room instead, which might be a wise choice. Although, I mean, you gotta play to your strengths, right? If you're better, you gotta play to your strengths. Down there? Yeah, they're all downstairs now. If you're accustomed to defending the server room, go there. If you're not accustomed to defending the server room, take the showers. And I think they have C4 in the back, which is pretty common. Motion sensor, a mine, everything else. It's pretty much a standard defense on this. There's 3 in the back by the test tubes, and Looks like they're coming right into the. Looks like Top Gun's
Yeah.
checking things out. They know where they're going to be. This is Firewall 101, right? So they're looking around. They're pointing guns in each other's ears.
Viper is on Eagle Eye, switching up the skills.
That's a great move. You could throw 2 foolish grenades to kind of feel out where they are, or you could kind of know where they are and throw 2 great grenades. So, see what happens.
I'm worried about a grenade in the window tagging me.
That'd be a lucky grenade.
Yeah, and they gotta get down pretty far for that.
Motion up.
All right, so there comes the move. They are going white stairs, which is that's probably the riskiest entry point I think to do, and they didn't do it. So good for them.
But you know, based on the positioning of Razzle Dazzle, they could have that opportunity to move down the white
They
stairs.
could, and if they had Eagle Eye, they may know that.
One above.
That's the tough part. But they're running on the backside, and it looks like they're coming to the back wall. They're splitting up. See, they're splitting up again.
Yeah, whatever.
At least, not even 2 and 2 right now, which is kind of concerning, you know.
Mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're gonna split up, you need a partner.
Yeah.
You want to be able to double fire and revive super quick. And they seem to spread out beyond revive distance.
And I get the point that you want to think that everybody's coming from everywhere, but once it gets beyond that point, you're on your own. So right now, you know, he's on his own, facing the back room.
And if you're getting beat in gunfights, don't split up.
Got Therm downing Top Gun Jr. Dark. Looks like he went for the back door. Yeah, he went for the door to just kind of scope it out, and he got popped. Too much smoke on that door right there.
You got the back. There's someone there. There's 2 there.
Vicious getting hurt.
There's 3.
I agree with you, bastard. All grenades are great, but if you got Eagle Eye and you know where they're at,
Watch the,
oh
watch
shit.
The right side. I'll get the left
It's
side
like Chuck
better.
downed Viper.
Vicious eliminated, trying to
Oh,
blind
Vicious,
fire,
I'm
but
sorry.
he was hitting the door frame, which screwed up his shots. Viper now eliminated by SRT. One
You know, we
member
got Kulo
left.
coming from upstairs. It's Captain Kulo. Which does mean ass in Spanish and Italian. Look, he's going for the white stairs. I see that.
Didn't know that.
It does. It does. Kulo is ass in Spanish, Italian, probably French too. I don't know. A lot of languages.
Well, then we might as well throw the minimizing the swearing out the frickin' window. We've been saying it all night.
I haven't swear. You haven't been swearing?
I'll say there's no
Wait,
way
can
we
you
Oh,
swear
can-
this?
only occasion. Yeah, I don't
it's the
care.
whole way.
Oh, okay.
It's just not my style when I
I've
stream.
been
That's all.
swearing a lot.
You ever watch when Titch and I are casting? Oh my gosh.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Chuck, are you in a line of fire?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's too funny, dude.
Oh, and Kulo is down by SRT 8 Ace.
Not surprised there. You try to go down the white stairs, you might as well
And he's by
hop
himself.
into that
man.
coffin.
He's by himself. I don't think they're squatting like a squad needs to in this game.
Just for you.
And obviously, it's easy being the armchair quarterback, right? I mean, I could say all I want to say, but if you don't at least have 2 and 2 against a squad like this, that's a really good squad. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt real bad.
Yeah, and at least give yourself an opportunity though. There, you know, going down the white stairs is certain death. At least going around and getting into the lab where there are those, walled off areas, testing areas. At least give yourself an opportunity. Try to get one elimination because if I'm right, that's an ace for Razzle Dazzle.
It is.
And I'm throwing them up in chat, which I think everybody else should do. Aces for Razzle Dazzle there. I think that's the first one of the night too. So kudos to them. Took 8 matches to get an ace.
Right. I really hope that I mean, Top Gun really doesn't feel like they know why they're getting hurt like that, and I do think that a big part of it has to do with them separating so much. Nobody's there to revive. Nobody's there to double fire. That
1 second.
yeah. Are you telling me to stop talking? Hello? Oh, he's leaving. Oh, okay. I was like, hold on a second. No, I don't think they're like they got to be realizing that they're not staying together as a squad, and especially in some high level tournament play like this, you can't not do that. So to not go 2-2 at the minimum is minimize your chances of surviving by probably freaking 80%. Back, Miss Wolf?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
It was worth asking because you never know.
We run out of power cords for our phones like crazy. And they're usually behind the couch, under the couch, or they're in some random place. So it seems as though we're missing one upstairs.
What's up, Fresh Milk? Nice to see you here.
Fresh milk. I hope so. Curdled milk is gross.
Yeah, it's got to be fresh.
Speaking of the clothes, here. This is what I would put that doggy outfit on right here. Say hi, Chester.
Hi, Chester.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in checking out some merchandise with Amateur Hour logos, hey, I even got a beach towel up there. Can you believe it?
You got a beach towel?
I got a beach towel with our stuff on it, dude. It's pretty dope.
Right. Looks like we're going to
Newsroom?
Newsroom, that's it. I couldn't think of that freaking.
What? You know why you couldn't think of it? Because no one goes to Newsroom. It's a forgettable map.
Well,
this
who picked the map?
I'm going to guess Top Gun since they're sitting on defense.
I hope so. And I think, let's see what happens. I think they're going to, I hope they make some changes based on what they've seen so far tonight.
This will be a good opportunity to have a strong hold. If it seems as though they're sitting in the server room. Good location to sit.
Absolutely. So it looks like they're popping up through the top right upstairs door coming down. At least two of them.
They're teabagging?
Do you guys want to go from that one entrance or go wider?
Yeah, Vicious sitting in
And
a...
look, so if you notice, this Raz is staying at least 2, if not 4 deep on this. I think that's going to be the difference maker on this, to be honest with you. Not to keep harping on it, but Raptor, thank you for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits. Much appreciated. It looks like he shook out his pocket before he threw his clothes in the laundry. Still good to see you here, buddy. All right, so it looks like they're rushing below. Oh, here they are. Good morning. SRT8 down Vicious.
Oh, Vicious trying to capitalize, but they saw him coming. And he is clearly upset about it. Not able to get even one elimination there.
Okay, so I gotta see. Let's see if they're sticking together. Okay, so they're a little more together on the defense at this point. But they're guarding a tough room. Very tough room.
Pop that other door and come back to me. Let's see if we can drag him to us.
Okay, now looks like we got somebody on Razzle Dazzle trying to do somewhat of a flank.
At least getting a different perspective,
Oh,
maybe catch them off guard.
Razzle Dazzle's going on a different kind of flank. I wouldn't say they're getting all cocky, but they're probably trying to get something more done.
This being a map that people don't usually play, it's worth trying something a little new.
Yep.
And they're at least split evenly, going 2 and 2. Vicious still flicking through the cameras. Making me dizzy.
Kula down to straight ace. Therm's up, got straight ace up. Straight ace is down again.
Kulo trying to get...
Seems a good idea down Kulo for sure. At the end of it. So, going. Dark's goes
down. Viper goes down again. Dart getting shot from behind.
Everybody's just a split second too late. One popped up, the other popped up.
Just a little too late. And that split on Razzle Dazzle paid off.
Yeah.
And there it is, making the score now 8-1, Razzle Dazzle's favor. Yeah, and Vicious trying to go through the door. I wanted to comment on that a little bit. Dude, Nick, I'm loving the sunglasses on the ace, bro. Love that mod, bro. I wanted to comment on Vicious's tactic there, trying to go in from behind and get that flank. Unfortunately, you have to be mindful of how quickly you're moving because you can make a lot of sound, especially on the carpet. In any carpeted area, that noise resonates. And League,
by the way, sorry to interrupt.
Got another what?
I think we got another ace on that one.
Another what?
I think it was an ace, a teammate.
Oh, an ace?
Yeah,
oh, we did get an ace. Oh,
yeah, that's why. I think that's why.
I thought you said raised for some reason.
No, that's why Nick was throwing that ace out there, I believe.
Brown Pit, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you here before. Welcome. So Vicious trying to go in for the flank was quite noisy, moving up rather quick. And League players use audio more so than they do their eyes, I would have to say.
I agree. Yep.
Getting the position of your enemy who is close by is paramount. And to do that, you have to listen carefully. That's why you don't usually hear people talking until there's gunfire. Secondly, Vicious would have fared better if he waited for the teams to engage each other. That way they're caught off guard, preoccupied with trying to fight his teammates and then moving in.
And cover-up noises, like we were saying. When they engage each other, you can rush through. Nobody's listening to anything once gunfire starts. So if you're engaged in a gun battle, you're not really listening to what the footsteps coming behind you because you're not going to be able to hear them. So,
yeah,
might have been a nice two-person flank. At least trying to go 2 and 2. So let's see what develops here. Looks like Top Gun's up 8-1. Or I'm sorry. Razzle Dazzle's up 8-1. So this is where it turns around. I predicted 8-4 for Razzle Dazzle. So, let's see what happens with the next three. I hope Top Gun are talking to each other and sticking together a little tighter.
I'm going to predict 11-1. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I'm still staying with 8-4.
What's up, Nader? How you doing? I don't think we welcomed you earlier. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. And Brown Pit, of course, man.
Oh, hey, Dark. See you, buddy. I'm sorry. I didn't see him either. There's a lot of game to watch.
Yeah, man.
We had double stream. Is there another one tonight at 10:30 or something like that?
I think there is another, yeah.
I'm down if you are.
Yeah, we might have to end this one and start up a new one. I don't know what Paco's got going on tonight, but
Paco's down for that. He had a sandwich. He's all good.
Did you have your free workout there, Paco?
All right.
Your ears burp?
So we got Razzle holding the upper left room, I guess you could say, as you're facing it from the news desk. They got 2 and 2, 2 on each side of that area. They're watching their back and their front. Obviously, is strong. And Top Gun's already up there. Oh, they're going to try to blow that door. They're on the back door with C4. We're going to see what develops. So I don't think Razzle really knows what's going on here. So again, though, they're very, very spread out. So let's see if they come together and try to make a group flank, or at least a 2-on-2 flank. Or not flank, but breach.
I'm kind of curious what that C4 placement was for, if they're not going to set up position there.
I think it's a diversion. I think they're going to go to the other room as a group and blow that door to make them think somebody's coming from that way to maybe catch them off guard.
That's a good point. He heard some footsteps and he backed off.
Yeah, that would be a good move. You see that door blow open, you expect people coming in for it. Oh. It's coming. Revives. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get
keeps going down.
And
Fish is not able to keep him alive.
Kulo made it out. Kulo made it out.
Very well played. Good revives.
Oh, shit. Kulo's down for the third time, so Therm got him eliminated. Still rushing to the area.
Feels like that C4 isn't doing much. Sounds like they just blew it.
Got a guy at the top of the staircase. Now's a great time for some grenades. He's just waiting for him. Therm's just at the top of those stairs, knowing where all three are at.
Yeah, I know.
I think they've chosen a different direction, so that's good to see. They've just changed their approach, and then I got open door. Got the open door.
Yep.
The open door. I don't know how many are with him.
He is running with a suppressor, which is smart, but he's still moving rather quick. Got to be careful with all that noise. And before firing, Vicious is taken down by chucking this.
Guy in zone. That's the tough part. I think it's the tough part. Vicious is gone. And I don't mean to say that like I'm kind of bashing them or trying to pretend like I could play better than them. I'm just saying, I think they need to group up and stay together. They have a better chance of winning if they're a group as opposed to one-on-one, because there's 2 and 2 at least on the other side.
You ask anyone who's played Firewall for an extended period of time, you know that group playing is necessary. 100%. Wow, what a shot, Viper.
Pop back out.
Getting it down there. Going for the revive, though, manual. And suffered a consequence.
That was nice.
And both were eliminated quickly. Razzle Dazzle getting another win here, making the score now 9-1. And I'd have to say, it's not a matter of bashing, but...
no, I don't want to say like I know it all and like I can play this game better than any of them, but that's a reality of it.
I do have to say that, you know, anyone who has ever really played Firewall knows that group shots are much better than single shots, obviously, even with the best coverage. If you're in a 1v2, you need to create a situation where you make it a 1v1 and then 1v1 again. You can't go up against two.
By the way, that was another ace, I believe. Yeah, that's another ace for Razzle Dazzle.
And that's usually my tactic, is if I'm ever caught in a 1v3 or a 1v2, I try to draw the attention of at least one and get an angle so I can get one down, one at a time, because I don't want to get in a fight against multiple other players.
Yeah, I guess we had Bobot in the chat. Not liking Killer Cam's comments, but we'll go from that. Hey, Firewall, dude, what's going on, buddy? I didn't see you out there as well. Nice to see you. Been in a couple of these streams.
Hey, I'm not vetoing anything tonight.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, y'all. My bad habit. So what are you thinking now? What has to happen here, Wolf, for Top Gun to turn it around other than group up? Like, what else are they missing? And if people in chat, if you want to chime in on, besides grouping up and besides staying together, what else do you think they need to do?
And, you know, at this point, I think we've spoken our piece about what Top Gun really needs to do. I think half of their squad is not necessarily league ready or, you know, aren't as seasoned. I don't want to say league ready. Maybe they are, but they're just not as seasoned as the Razzle Dazzle team. And I think the roster is what's causing this significant difference in score at the moment. The lack of comms, they're not very strong. I'm listening in. I'm not hearing a lot of communication. Only when moments like what happened in containment happened, that's when you started hearing, okay, go, stuff like that, you know. But for the most part, we're not hearing a lot of communication, and there's not a lot of coordination. Again, they're splitting up. They're trying a different tactic, which is cool, but it hasn't been successful in the past 10 rounds. Got to switch it up. Got to do something different.
Yeah, I agree. The squad change is probably affecting them a little bit, but no matter what squad, you got your leaders, you got your followers in the squad, and I'm not a leader in the squad, but you know, you got to stay together on that, and I don't think rubbing my bald head is going to help them very much, Raptor, but I do think that them staying together, at least for the revive, is going to make it happen a little bit. So I'm hoping to see these next couple of rounds. I think there's 3 games left?
Yeah. No, 2.
Oh, 2 games.
2 games.
Sorry.
We're on our last map. And it looks like we're going to be going to Hotel, which is a great map. I love Hotel is my second favorite next to Compound. But with our performance lately on Compound, I'm starting to rethink how much I actually like it, because we haven't had a very good win ratio on Compound as of late, or at least I know I haven't. So I don't know, but Hotel is a wonderful map with a great defensive position, particularly those white rooms. If you have the luck to get that spawn position,
Right.
And many, you know, the meta used to be holding the main lobby stairs. People call it the X-Man, right? But that doesn't seem to be the most powerful technique nowadays. It seems like the white room or holding
The double bedrooms.
Yeah, the double bedrooms, yeah.
And, you know, it took one person to figure that out and throw a jammer into one of those bedrooms to be like, holy shit, the jammer reaches over here, which is, I think, probably pushing the limits of a jammer. But it reaches over there. So you try to do what you can and get into a double bedroom and maybe try one guy kind of out in the open, trying to get the guys going in the corners of the hallway. But we'll see what kind of a spawn we get here. And Bobot, if you want to rub my head, buddy, go for it. But we'll see what develops. I saw it in the chat.
I love hearing when the guys are actually chatting from their stream to us.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good stream, entertaining nonetheless. A lot of good firefights. A little less than I expected from Top Gun, but I'm sure this is, I mean, we're midway through the season, so I don't mean to cast aspersions on them. I just think that them not sticking together is probably going to be the biggest downfall of their squad. So right now they can probably get White Room if I'm not mistaken, right? If it's right in front of them, we'll see what kind of a defense that they run with Top Gun. And it looks like Razzle dumped up in the front lobby. So, nope, they can't get, oh, they can get the bedroom. So let's see what kind of defense they put out here. This could be a good turning point too, because this is a tough breach.
Why does Chuck like to take all my things?
Razzle's rushing right for it. Top Gun's putting some.
I'm not Mike, so don't be like Mike.
They are not going. I'm sorry if I was wrong about them being able to get the bedrooms. I guess they can't. So they're spread out across the map, and I'm not going to say a word about it because I've been beating a dead horse about that too much.
Well, we'll see if they can capitalize with
yeah, I
their
mean, if they're guarding no
technique.
points of entry. I'm sorry, Wolf. If they're guarding no points of entry, though, so
Let's check out middle, Chuck.
they're getting a little closer together. They're doing a little bit of a kick line right there.
Chuckman is pushing down the hall, getting a couple of shots off,
Back up. Let me get in front.
avoiding a concussion.
There's one to the right.
Door pops open. Now we got some action here. Going across the inner terrace of that building. Not backing off, waiting for the chase. They're waiting for the chase. Top Gun's waiting for the chase on the inside of the bedroom. See if they go for the chase.
Therm holding his position, being patient. He was trying to get the guy who opened up that door there and started shooting at his teammate, but they ran off quick. And like you said, trying to lure them into those halls.
Yeah, and the guy he was chasing on Top Gun is actually the stream that we're seeing, and he did not chase him. So, oh, he's starting to move now, but they're both starting to move. So, let's see what kind of patience they have here.
Dark eliminated himself accidentally.
Okay. Okay. So we got 4-on-3 right now,
What?
but they're not out of it. So
Razzle Dazzle is again taking it slow. Not really sure what to expect here.
Chuck is down by Kulo. Kulo eliminated Chuck. There's a big rush. They're hard on each other. Got a hack going on from Razzle Dazzle, so they're hacking already. So now the turns have tabled.
Okay. He's got a shotgun, so
Top Gun now playing the offensive, trying to get back to the laptop.
I think somebody has a shotgun in this one, so
Yeah,
I
Kulo.
think it's a bad move. I think it's a bold move. Oh, he rushes for it. Vicious tries to rush in and gets killed. One camping behind the bed.
Both of them getting dropped simultaneously. Just you hate to see it, man. You hate to see it.
You got that that glimmer of hope. Bash, is it the glare from my forehead? I'm sorry.
And it just kept going.
I tried to powder that before the stream, but for some reason it hasn't brushed down yet.
I don't know if you can.
And Boba, we got some
that
chat in there saying, out of 9 months I played with Jester, I've never seen him get an ace once. He has seen me get over 30. So for him to talk is funny. Okay.
Well, let's just say I've seen plenty of Killer Cam action,
And play.
that's the most terrifying noise ever.
and Killer Cam can play. I will admit he's
Just to
probably a
clear it up in the
little.
chat. Just to clear it up in the chat. Jester is Killer Cam, correct?
Yes.
Okay. People don't know he's talking about who.
Oh yeah.
So now we know.
Yeah, Jester is Killer Cam, but he's a great player. I've seen him play a lot. But you know what? He's a busy father. He's a busy worker. He's always doing doing something in his daily life. So, people have lives. They can't always be on the game. And we're just glad that he's back and that we get to see him. What do you mean people don't have lives?
That's a joke.
I mean, I know I might be the only one on the team that has a life, but we got Rap, Move In, you and Skulls. I don't know what you guys do. You seem to have a lot left your profession of psychologist here. So
well, now let's talk about that, Wolf. When you say I left my profession as psychologist, what do you mean by that? Like I don't shoot anymore. Like I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like when you say that.
I don't know. Last I heard that Rap was in therapy with you as his therapist, and I mean he's not doing too well right now. He seems to be on a regression here.
Well, you can't force the help. You got to want the help, Wolf. And like I hear you saying tonight, I think you want the help. I've seen your blogs, which by the way are fantastic.
Oh,
if you guys haven't seen those, Raptor does. Talk more about that, Rap. Where's it at?
Rap.
Oh shit, Wolf. I'm sorry. You.
Okay,
sorry,
so it's all good. So we have a website, amateurhourcommentary.com. It's the link is in the panels below. That is kind of like our main hub of all information. Outside of our Discord, we have a lot going on in our Discord. So if you prefer Discord, you can go check that out. We also have a link there. But we do have a main website that gives you access to a whole bunch of things, lets you know who we are and where we've come from. And I like to blog every once in a while when there's a good story to talk about or something that is very controversial or something that just pisses me off or makes me really happy. So if you like enjoying or if you enjoy reading people's opinions on certain things, you could go check it out. I do my research. I read a lot about especially VR and the goings on in that industry. So if you guys are interested, check it out. Got a lot of views already. People seem to enjoy it. And Titch even posted one, more so speaking to Twitch, which that is an important thing because people think that we run advertisements and we don't. We don't have control over advertisements. So if you get them, we do apologize, but there's nothing we can do about it.
I got to say, I've read a couple of them, and I don't mean to take away from the game, but a lot of them are very important. I think a lot of them are about mental health. I think that's being a first-hand and second-hand dealer of that's extremely important. So all you guys definitely check those out. There's some very insightful stuff to see there, for sure.
Yeah, 2020 was a bitch.
2020 is still a bitch. People are dealing with a lot of shit right now, and we all are. And when you hear people exploding on this game and everything else, just know what comes behind that. Know that there's some mental health out here that needs to be addressed, and let it go. Nobody needs to be mean on this game. That's my pedestal for tonight. So, looks like they got 2 of them on motion sensors that are doing the X. They are absolutely doing the X.
They are. We don't typically see this.
First time tonight. They don't know that they're behind them though. Well, they don't need to though, because they're not covering that X.
They were doing a little dance on the motion sensor there, but it looks like Razzle Dazzle is holding this lobby well enough.
Good angle shooting. 2 guys are down on the top of the X, so now needs to focus on the bottom backside of the X. That's like the Ace is really getting some kills on this one.
They're really just getting a lot of shots on point. It's really hard to hit that angle too. SRT downing Dark, who was pretty upset about that.
Don't blame him.
And Razzle Dazzle taking the victory, making the score now 11-1. And my prediction accurate.
Yeah, it was accurate. That's the first prediction I've been off on. I got 2 out of 3 right so far. So,
Look, I can't take credit for any of it because honestly, I called it at 9 games in. So.
Yeah, good call. It's a bookie right there. Well, that was some good shooting tonight. I think we all know the shortfalls of Top Gun. It's sad to see. You don't want to see things go 11-1. I thought it was gonna be closer than that. I do gonna harp on the dead horse one more time, or beat on a dead horse. I think that a lot of this has to do with players sticking together. I think they were very, very separated I think they know that. I don't think I'm telling them anything they're not going to talk about after this game. So let's see if we get a bonus round on this
Hopefully
one.
we can.
I hope so too. I think
But
it's good camaraderie throughout the night, right?
Yeah. No, there was no hostility. Fortunately, these two teams seem to be getting along. And I want to speak to Top Gun's performance because it's not all negative. I mean, even in a loss, there's a lot to learn. There's always a silver lining. And in this particular case, there's a lot to learn from, especially for Dark, who isn't at all seasoned in league play. Maybe the three other teammates are a little bit. I know at least the two were. So I mean, if nothing else, they're learning a lot through this process, and they'll come back stronger because of it. I mean, if we look at Gentlemen's Assassins Guild, and I talk about them all the time, and it's because they're a great group of people, and we covered them a lot. They started off as a Power Rangers, bottom of the leaderboard, entire way through in their first season. The second season, they did a little bit better, but still at the bottom. Then they switched their name over to Gentlemen's Assassins Guild. They changed up their playstyle. They put hours upon hours into the game just playing and practicing strategy. And now they're doing incredibly well compared to when they first started.
Right. And I think it's always tough because if you're the white Power Ranger, you're not going to get a good shot in this game. So you got to bounce out of that one. So I think we had an ace on the last game. Looks like we're going with some crossbows. I believe we're going for crossbows.
What you got against white Power Ranger?
You don't want to be the white Power Ranger. We have all crossbows going tonight. So good to see the teams are kind of showing some camaraderie and enjoying themselves. So if you guys want to see another stream tonight, I'm down for it. So just put something in the chat. Let's see if we get Wolf and Paco to stay awake for this.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want us to cover another one. I'm actually going to find out which one that is.
I thought there was one at like 10:30 Central or 10:30 Eastern.
Double Down in NAFWL.
So I'm down for that if you guys are. So, but we need viewers. We need people to step up to this and watch the game. So we can't just do it by ourselves. Otherwise, we're just watching Firewatch. It's weird.
Oh,
like
you know
Dark's
what?
got Chalk and eliminated Chalk too.
The 10:30 is
Dark's
tomorrow.
using that freaking crossbow tonight, huh?
Maybe that's what he should have been running.
Oh, Vicious is down. Viper's down.
Woo! There we go. Going all the way around, back door.
What we got going on here? I can't keep track of these crossbow.
I know.
Man, I can't keep track of
Am I the only one left alive? Yes, sir.
it. Seems good. He is still upstairs, camping out, waiting to see what happens.
Running with the Leaf Hollow sight. I can't use that sight, man.
If you're at a crossbow, it doesn't even make a difference, right?
No, not particularly. Not in my
Dog at sight, be like, oh, looks good.
One of my friends says it helps with the trajectory over distance. I'm like,
Killer Cam, I mean, if you want us to do it, I'll change my suit though. Can't go with purple the whole night.
Oh, he's on Therm's side. Therm's got him. That's it.
Therm down scene.
oh, with the
Oh,
teabag.
teabag. Got a teabag.
Ouch. So I went to go double check, and it looks like that 10:30 is tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
The only matches tonight were Razzle Dazzle and Top Gun, then GAG against Chronic Master Gators at 9, and then Old Dirty Gunners against the Doggies at 9:30, and that one's already started.
Okay. Well,
So
then don't tune in tonight at 10:30 because we're not going to be here.
we're not gonna be here.
That would be a bad thing because you'd be sitting here like, what the hell, like in a dead lobby. So, but
Yeah.
absolutely great being with you all tonight. Thank you so much for letting me host this thing, Wolf and Paco. I appreciate you letting me get to join this stuff. I have a great time with it. So, absolute pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's been great, guys. If you like Timber's performance, let me know in chat, please. I can obviously sing praises and I can say all what I want to say, but what really matters is the responsiveness of the viewers, because without you guys, I wouldn't even be here. Having started this on my own, I never even intended to turn this into anything, and people just kept asking me to come back, and then things grew from there. So if you enjoy the stream, if you enjoy the hosts, please let us know. It means a lot. If there's anything that you want to see improved or anything that you want to see different, also let us know. I'm trying to mix it up with hosts, make sure that everyone has an opportunity. We have Rap, we have Timber, we have me, we have Titch, and of course we always have Paco, our friendly ghost, in the background supporting us. If you guys want to see more of this, if you like what you see, let us know, and we'll bring you the best Firewall action that we can.
And a big thanks to Paco for doing everything behind the scenes. He does a lot of work, so give him some love as well. And yeah, by all means, I'll see every comment you give to Wolf, so don't say anything bad about me. I appreciate that. I will not.
But if you don't have anything else, Timber?
I'm good, man. Thank you all for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Another fun game of Firewall, and let's get out there and kill each other in Publix, man.
All right, guys, this has been Amateur Hour Commentary, bringing you another North American Firewall League match tonight between Top Gun and Razzle Dazzle. And until next time, folks, peace.
Peace.
Hello, I love all this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do? No, wait.
Hello.
All this energy.
Hello, I love all this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do? No, wait.
all this energy.